Okay, hey guys, this is the third game. This is the final PvZ. This one's going to be on Daybreak, so let's go. And like I said before, this is going to be another Burrow Roach push. This guy, I think this guy ends up holding it off pretty well. I still end up doing a good bit of damage, but he ends up holding it off, and then I transition out of it. I had a few other games. This is a 14-fold, and then I'm going to go into the hatch. But I had another game where he held it off really well with he did a gateway opening, and then he ended up holding it off like that. That works really well. I think gateway openings are the way to go right now in Heart of the Swarm, but you can do it Forge as well. But like I said, it's all about the scouting. As I said before, you can hold this. It's just about throwing down the cannons in time. If you don't, the Burrow is going to kill you. But it's definitely not overpowered. It's just a weird timing right now. And I think as Protoss get used to it, it'll come more from the Zerg's favor to about even, more about the scouting. So he's going to try and get up. I avoid him seeing the roaches. And like I said, this is the same build as before, except I only did 2 in each, and then I add 3 when I grab my layer. This is the same thing as before. I have a few less drones in this version of it, but I'm going straight to layer, and I only build this many roaches. What was it? 9. I build 9 roaches in this, and that's it. The other 2 I did the same thing, but I had built more drones before, so I go straight from those first 9. Next 100 gases into layer, and then we're going straight to Muta from this. Okay, so let's see what happens with the Roach push. I get straight up on top of him, and we're going to focus down the cannon like before, and obviously burrowing this guy. A good Protoss should be focusing that down, but it's kind of hard whenever the cannon goes down so fast. And he's going to use the Photon Overdrive because he got fast. He had a fast Mothership Core, which is probably the way to go as well. And he's going to try and grab his Robo. He had a Twilight Council, probably going. He did a Blink or DT before, and he's going to throw down a bunch of cannons. And basically, I'm going to try and burrow with. Since he had the Photon Overcharge so fast, I can't really just go in for the kill, because it's going to focus down my weakened guys, so I'm just going to do as much damage as I can. Focus down sentries, focus down pylons, units, whatever I can do. But like I said, meanwhile, back at home, I just got my layer. I'm going to throw down my gases here soon. Come on, do it. You can do it. There's some fire. There's the gases. Focus down the Cyber Core, because that was only going to be able. He gets these 3 up, and he's going DT and throwing out a Cyber Core in there. So I'm going to grab my 3rd. I burrow these out here. He gets the Observer out, and then he goes and kills him. I didn't notice. I do some micro and try and get whatever I can out of him. He goes DTs, which sucked because he got to see my Mulus. I think if he hadn't seen my Mulus, it would have been a little bit more straightforward of a game. But he does. But anyway, I saw his Dark Shrine with my Overseer. I had an Overseer over here. Yeah, right there. And I cleaned him up pretty easily. Go ahead and grab my gas. We're droning up from here. I'm at 67 to 54. And from here, it's just more like a normal game. Grab double Evo whenever I can. And then we're going to start harassing probes. He grabs his 3rd. I didn't see this 3rd going down, which kind of sucked, but it's whatever. If you're smart, unlike me, you'd have had a probe right, or a Zergling right there burrowed. I almost get that. That sucked. I have like 2 life left. But anyway, I'm just microing around. Because he didn't open Stargate, he can't go Phoenixes, obviously. So my Mulus are really effective. The new Mulus are great whenever they're not going Phoenixes. If they're going air, they blow, but anything else, they're great. So here I try and do a run by. It doesn't really work. Mutas engage these guys, do a little bit of damage, get out of there. Through this whole thing, I'm just macroing. I take my fourth, immediately get the gas there, and then we're just doing harasses like a game. We're gonna try and snipe this. We get it and get out of there with all our mutalisks. I think one died, and we're just replenishing the zerglings. We'll waste. I'm fine wasting all the zerglings as long as my mutalisks stay alive. And we're gonna throw out a bangling nest in case we need to finish, but he engages here, so I get pretty far ahead right there. He's gonna grab Storm, which almost gets me in a few situations. Like these guys have some energy in a minute, but we're doing a ton of damage. Yeah, right there. I focus down this one, and from here it's just basically GG. I have a ton of mutalisks, ton of gas now, and we're working off a four base economy. I start throwing down some spines just in case. There's nothing wrong. Whenever you get a lead like this, you kill that or that. It's always good to get your bangling nest with speed. I didn't get my speed this game because I threw down some spines and I knew how far ahead I was. But always good to throw down spines because you never know. He could come back with a death push and you just end up losing for some stupid reason. There's no reason not to put down spines. But anyway, that'll be GG, and that was a pretty straightforward game. I think just remember to be checking for Stargate follow-ups. There's no way you can go mutalist if you go Stargate and you're not significantly ahead. Even if you are, and he goes double Stargate, Phoenixes will wreck your stuff pretty bad. Okay, so check out the next ones. I think the next one will be a ZVT. Thanks for watching.